We're so glad to see you. We have our third soap today from Wet the Face.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
This is Elaine Stritch from Goldilocks on Broadway. And today we're the Barbershop Duet. And we have a soap from Donald Younger today over at the Wet the Face channel. I was checking it out this morning, just watching him have a shave while I had my coffee. He's got a great channel. Go check it out. And he makes some fantastic soaps. I love this. And what's our mention today?
Our mention today is... we had a request for these, actually. So,
yeah, somebody was like, hey, what's that thing you're using and where are the sticks? You can wear the... Yeah, this is the way we have figured out how to get the soap from our containers into the bowl. So we have slightly different bacterias on my face and where she puts her stuff. So we use these to get the soap out of the container just for reasons of hygiene. But these are waxing sticks because I didn't want to keep putting more plastic into the landfill.
They oddly work perfectly for soap.
Beautiful. And these are like 2.5 inches, I think. I'll put the Amazon links here. And then this is a little Q-tip dispenser that they go in. They fit just right. And you just pull one out like that when you're ready to use it. And you are all set to go.
I know some people like to use the reusable ones, but for us, especially with the episodes, it's nice to have one that quick and grab and go. We don't have to keep washing in between each thing.
Yeah, we know it's not the most environmentally friendly.
But it's a little bit better than plastic or something.
It's a small luxury we allow ourselves. So, yeah, check it out there. They'll put the links to Amazon up on the site. So, what is our soap today?
Our soap today. So, we had 2 holiday ones from Wet the Face, and we've been
Santa's
waiting
Custom Blend and Silent Night, just gorgeous soaps. But it's Barbershop month now.
So, we had to keep this one raring to go on the piano, and I'm glad we get to finally open it.
I am too. This is our only, I think, vintage barbershop. Let's meet the soap. All right, so this is from the sales page at wettheface.com. We researched what scents barbers used back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and found an interesting variety of fragrances. Some were created by the owners, which gave them a unique scent only found in their shops, while some purchased from large manufacturers. We didn't want to have a repeat of our own modern barbershop, so we looked for something to reflect that time period.
After going through about 100 variations, we think we've come up with an amazing combination that we are calling Vintage Barbershop. Not your ordinary powdery kind, but one that stands out from all the others. One that truly captures what a vintage shave would be like. We hope you enjoy this new addition to our shaving soap lineup. Wow, we've been trying to figure this out.
I love that. Cool. I love that. I love that they actually researched what the scents were in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I did not know.
Find out.
I didn't know that individual barbershops would come up with their own blends.
No wonder we can't figure out what barbershop scent is.
Right.
They all had
their own. They got their own. So, wow. Oh, I'm excited about this. And I have not looked at the scent notes yet, so I don't know what we're about to expect.
No, I'm actually really excited.
Ooh, let's unbox it.
All right, we have one left in the box.
This is the third one in the box. Oh, there she is. It's beautiful.
Oh, look at that fun label.
Look at that, y'all. You got the little dude shaving his face on there. He's all happy.
It does look kind of vintage, which is fun.
Look at that, I know. And we do know because of the Christmas tubs that there is a little extra room in there for those of you that like to lather in the tub. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ooh, I'm so excited for this. Wet the Face Huntington,
New York.
Huntington, New York.
Oh, look, it says with menthol. Oh.
I'm a fan of the menthol, y'all. Okay, I think it's your turn for this first impression.
All right, we gotta take the plastic off here. This is for realsies.
I'm excited. I like powder barbershops. I think those are kind of my favorite. But I love it when my favorites get dethroned.
Right, because he said it's not your normal powder.
He didn't say there's no powder. He just said it's not your normal powder.
Oh, you smell too?
Laney likes it already. Okay, what's in there? Let's see.
Okay.
Was she perked up?
She did.
Maybe there's some animalic musk in there after all. Okay, I like to watch your face. Oh,
wow.
Not what you were expecting, was it?
No.
I can tell. What'd you get?
Okay, it is a revamped vintage barbershop.
Oh, okay.
It's not any of our normal scent notes.
Oh, so kind of like Silent Night was, right? Where you're like, that is definitively Silent Night and a beautiful one, but I have no idea how he's doing it. Is that what it's kind of like?
So like for a normal barbershop, We always think of bergamot. We always think of lavender or something powdery, something musky.
Right, I'm with you.
I'm getting more like woodsy ambers.
Oh.
Old-time cologne kind of.
Oh.
Like a classic aftershave-ish twist. And
Sweet.
I just keep getting the color like of this label or like an amber color, like a vintage newspaper.
Oh,
you know, like
I love
there's
it.
something.
Yeah. Because when I think vintage barbershops, y'all, I kind of get sort of an Aqua Velva Floyd kind of feel going on.
Right?
You know what I mean?
So I think this might be what you're thinking, but give her a whiff.
Okay,
That's what I've got for my first whiff.
Take me back.
Am I close? Anything?
Oh, my Lanta. Donald.
So different.
Mr. Younger. Sir. How did you do that?
Right? So people that don't like powdery barbershops, this is your jam. Like,
Right. Oh, I'm glad you
know?
said that. Yo, this ticks every single box that powder does for me without any powder.
he was right. I mean,
What
that's what
is
they
it,
said.
though?
I don't know.
But wait, what? Well, because hold on.
Is it like a talky thing?
Let's have a grown-up conversation. Because talc smells like chalk. Baby powder is a blend of something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blend of something that our scent notes that we've just over the decades come to understand as baby powder, right? So it's not powder.
No.
But it's something that's been built to almost, if you had to redo baby powder for America, what would it smell like?
Yeah. But it's
wow. And it still hits you at the end. Okay, I'm going to put my flag in this. It still hits you at the end with something a little bit baby powdery. Just a little echo of it on the way out. Do you get that?
Yes, but it's... Oh, sorry. Bob turned the head. Yes, but it's not white in my mind.
Oh, gotcha.
I get a different...
Like an amber?
Yeah.
Ooh,
and I don't... So
right.
I have no idea how that's happening, but
yes, that
it is
warmer
not a
amber
normal...
Spice. Right.
It's a warm powder.
Right. I love this. Okay, let's dive in.
But it's not a powder.
And it's not like, you're right, it is way more cologne than it is like the Aqua Velva stuff that was designed, or like the Sea Breezes, right? Designed to just kind of do a job. No, this is something way prettier.
Right?
Way prettier. And then what's that first thing you get? I can't name it. It's not like a scent that I know. But I love that. I love that because I think a barbershop, if anything, should be the sense that you don't know.
Right.
You shouldn't be able to pick this up and go, oh, that's rose and geranium and powder,
do
right?
smell like it is from the 30s, 40s, or 50s.
Right.
And I've never smelled something from the 30s, 40s, or 50s.
Right.
How do I know? I have no idea.
If
but
you
it
had
does
told
smell.
me this was new old stock from like an antique store or something
Right.
from the 40s, like a perfect cologne aftershave kind of thing.
Agreed.
And I am sure when we look at the set notes that there's going to be lots of stuff we
hope so.
recognize. However, I also have a feeling that when we look at the set notes, we're going to go, yeah, but there's some other magic in this.
Right?
There's something else going on in here that's just that amazing.
It's not like a bourbon or a something whiskey, but it's along that category of that color.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Right.
And that's all I got.
It is the clean white part of the baby powder that this is sort of bringing out. So it's not a baby powder scent.
No, but it's clean.
Something in that baby powder blend is in this. I'm just not sure what it is because there are like 6 scent notes that make up baby powder, right? I think one of them is in here and the rest is building that barbershop for me. So
is there any woodsy in there?
yes, and I was just gonna say, how do you do older and clean at the same? How do you do that? Like a really clean but vintage record store. It's kind of like that feeling.
It is like it's almost like you walk into a store that has, reclaimed stuff and they've taken it and made it new again.
Right.
Like, but with a scent, which I have no idea.
Or if there's been a barbershop that's been like lost to time.
Oh, right? Like
and all of a sudden somebody breaks down a brick wall somewhere and there's a perfect barbershop behind it, right? That they walled off in the 40s.
Right?
That's what this would smell like as you walked in. No dust. Get that out of here.
No.
But everything else would still be there as if they had just closed and locked the door.
I'm almost getting something more green.
Yeah, I could say that's just something like a fresh edge to it.
Like some of the other barbershops had a basil, a rosemary, something on that line.
Sure, right.
I don't know what I'm getting. The bay leaf itself.
Yeah.
Something. See if that makes sense.
Wow. I get something a little bit more like, I don't know, just a little bit more sort of rocky, a little bit more amber-ish. Right? As if you're just like outside a little bit or the windows open in the barbershops. That makes sense?
There is something a little sweet at the very end.
Yes. And that's why I said I felt like the baby powder note was at the very, very end. Just as you said goodbye, it was like,
Right.
There's just like a little whisper
So
of it on the way
somehow,
out.
from the puck to here,
Right.
it's gotten a little greener, cleaner.
Right.
A little sweetness has woken up.
Yes.
But that amber or something close to it is solid the whole way through.
And I know for a fact that Mr. Younger actually gives away the scent
Yeah.
notes. Let's take a look. That's why we don't know it.
Oh, we have not had
We
this
have
yet.
not a woodsy myrrh fragrance.
Oh, see? Maybe that's the amber
Myrrh.
color, like something.
Right? Oh, I love it. There's a
Man.
great comedian named Wendy Liebman, and she does a routine about the Virgin Mary going, ow, thank you.
To myrrh.
Myrrh. Just what we needed with an infant. The Wisemans. Good. Can you catch this? The Wisemans, they could have gotten us a stroller, but no, they brought us myrrh. Yeah, it's anyway, you had to be
That's fabulous. And then, with just a touch of lavender, and it is just a touch.
myrrh. So the myrrh makes it super masculine, y'all.
Yeah.
Like that just keeps it on that
does.
beautiful
It's
masculine
for sure.
side. And then a touch of lavender, and then
And this is the green.
oh, a little clove leaf. Beautiful, because it's not clove. I mean, you
No.
know clove. This isn't clove. Well, clove leaf. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then,
patchouli.
oh, getting to be my old friend.
But it's mixed in
Patchouli.
there so well,
Beautiful.
I didn't even notice.
Oh yeah, you don't really catch it. Y'all get that out of you. It's just
wow.
it's underneath, just to keep everything nice and friendly,
And
right?
then we were saying this.
Yes.
But we didn't know they were together. Sweet musk. Not just the musk, not something sweet, but
Right.
that's what's making the sweet happen.
I am loving when I see sheer or sweet musk in scent notes because and especially in the other two from Wet the
Right.
Face, because one of them had that
Right,
beautiful
yeah,
sheer
but
musk.
I didn't even realize it. Oh, wait, and then there's more. This is a very earthy and masculine scent. One that I know you'll enjoy.
I love it. And I love it. I love you said earthy, because we've had some that are a little bit more on the fragrance side of like actual earth. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like dirt or earth. No. When they say earthy here, he
Right.
does. He means the myrrh. He means
Right.
the amber. He means like those
Like from the
kind
planet,
of- right.
you know?
Patchouli. Right. Some things that grow in
Something
the
they
ground.
would have found around in the 30s, 40s, 50s. Because that's what's different.
Right. I love that this is, again, a country mile from what we would have anticipated a barbershop to be,
Yep.
but that's why we did Barbershop Month.
And there's
Just kinda
so many out there. We had
educate
such a
us.
hard time figuring out which ones to do. And then we hadn't really seen as many in the vintage zone. So we're like, he'll probably know.
Right?
And he does.
Oh, he knows. And you know, when this builds up a little bit, see if you can get a cologne hit right off the top.
Okay.
And trade me, because I'm going to see if I get it here.
Okay,
Ready?
let's see.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Little bit, but
I
more in
still
there.
get more a woodsy masculine
Yeah.
scent. And it must be the myrrh because I honestly don't know what that smells like.
I
But
don't
that mixed in with like the patchouli sweet musk.
Right.
Done
well, I
deal.
especially in the shaving world, I don't know what myrrh smells like without frankincense. Because there are a bunch of people that do like, the Christmas,
Right, the
because
combo,
they go
yeah.
together, like peanut butter and chocolate. But it's cool to smell myrrh alone. That's very cool, because you get a sense of it.
Wow, I don't know how, but I feel like we should try to take this a little deeper.
I'm down.
So now that we hopped into our time machine, we're back into the 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yes.
What would you be wearing? What would you be doing?
Oh.
Their barbershops back in the day.
Oh, I would. The interesting thing about barbershops back in the day, they were kind of like the after party. So, like, if you had to go
funny.
to work all day, you could always kind of stop by the barbershop on the way home, get a
Interesting.
shoe shine, grab a paper, and just kind of connect. In fact, there is a little time portal a few doors down from this building where there's a barbershop. And dudes go in there more for the news than they do for the haircut. They go in for the camaraderie. They go in for the fraternity of being able to just hang out in the
Right.
barbershop. There's a TV if they need it. I mean, it was funny, but like when 9/11 happened, that's where they all went. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
That
and
was
so
the connected
this,
one, yeah.
this has that smell to it for me. This has that living room / barbershop smell to
Yeah.
it. That means that all of your favorite people know this place, hang out here. You can smell a little bit of each one of their colognes,
Right.
It's that place that this builds for me. Like I just kind of sense more of a camaraderie feeling.
I
with this. How does
agree.
it make you feel?
Yeah, because I do feel like this is a safe place just by smelling it.
Yeah.
This is a place where you're welcome. And it does have that sense sense of knowledge because
right.
back in the day, they didn't really have TVs. They had radio.
Right.
So if you were hanging out 30s, 40s, 50s, like you were having actual conversation, getting to know people, talking about things, you know, like that's how news traveled.
Right.
So
Right.
that was where they went because they trusted the news and the connections there.
Yeah, that's a great point too, is that with this, like a super modern barbershop, you wouldn't expect to go in and hear some quotes from Mark Twain. But
Yeah.
something like this, this honors the past. And,
Right.
and it paints a picture of a place that does the same, has important pictures and quotes on the walls that have been there for 40 years. You know what I mean?
Right. And I feel like the people that were in there, you know, that the barber of the town or the barber of the neighborhood, like everyone knew who that was. Everyone knew where that was at.
Yeah, the barber down the street, they actually call him Your Honor because they call him an honorary mayor of the town.
That's
right?
funny.
Because he
But
knows
that's cute.
everything.
And he sees everything. You know, they're in the window watching the world go by all day. Whatever happens, they know.
And if you do watch the Wet the Face channel, you are familiar with the quality of this lather, but I just wanted to show you, y'all, this is an above average soap for me.
Right?
The lather that this makes, and it's thick and beautiful.
I know. I'm kind of sad that I forgot when we did all the Christmas ones. I forgot that it was such a prominent lather.
And
And
it's
now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was his.
Right, and I hope I phrased this right, but it's as thirsty as you need it to be. So if you like a thinner lather, load it up. And if you like it more like this from me, like the plaster guy.
It's responsive, you know?
Right, and it works in every formulation.
Yes.
It's like, whoa, this is awesome. So it's pretty easy. All you have to do is go to the center of town and find your favorite barbershop. If there's not one there, find a better town. And then grab your suit from the 40s. Grab your newspaper that you got at an antique store. Grab your pocket watch and jump in the DeLorean. Go 88 miles an hour, get out, and you just got your own! So head over to wettheface.com where you'll find this and a bunch of other stuff I want. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Vintage Barbershop. The lather is sleek, the lather is slick, it's beautiful the way it sits on your face, and the scent is lovely. And kudos, because now we are done filming all of Barbershop Month. I love this because it is one of the unique barbershop scents that doesn't smell like anything else. And it's just a lovely flashback when it's on your face and a super comforting scent. Hey, Mr. Younger, thank you, sir. Welcome to Messages.
So we have our classic aftershave month coming up
Right,
here
in
soon.
February. Classic aftershaves,
So
y'all.
speaking of vintage, are there vintage classic aftershaves that we should make sure are included in that month?
Right, or even better, vintage scents that are other things besides aftershaves. Are there other vintage offerings in this world
We
from
don't
the other
know.
artisans? So
Help
if
us
you
out.
have your own, right, that might take us back in time to a special time or place, let us know in the comments so we can have it ready.
Okay, so now that we're going vintage, the other day, you know, as you do on social media, perusing around, there was a video, and I was so perplexed because I'm like, these are current people, but they are decked out in vintage attire.
Oh,
the
what was it
ladies
for?
had the mesh on their face, everything, and it was a vintage subway. Everyone that gets on the subway,
They
and-
restored a subway car?
Yes, and the inside is meant to be vintage. Like, it was the coolest time warp because it was real time and it was like a 4K video.
Right.
Like, clearly it was new happening.
So everybody put on clothes from the 40s and got on the 40s subway car?
But even like when we watch Feud or something else, like the
Right.
old time, and when they make the set so real, like you're in that time zone.
Right.
That's what I feel like we're getting here.
It is. This is totally a time warp, and I'm going to do it again because this is
Right?
beautiful.
We all just want to keep whipping.
Yeah, Mr. Younger, thank you for being so creative with your scents and somehow knowing which ones are going to hit us close to home because all three have just been fantastic.
We clearly will have to get more. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.